Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I just wanted to make a quick video on some patch notes. They're only on the PTS, but they are definitely concerning. So just wanted to get this out there so maybe we can give Bethesda some feedback on it. Let's get into it here. Okay, so I'm going to start off by reading some of the most recent patch notes here for the PTS. Combat balancing. Made adjustments to most creatures' body part damage and Vats hit chances. Reduced the bonus damage on most weak points from 2 to 1.5. So, I would assume this is like headshots for most enemies, the belly for death claws, the legs for the mirelurks, etc. So, big nerf there, I think. You know, it was 2, it's down 0.5% now, basically, or down, you know, whatever, from 2. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's still definitely a nerf. Vats hit chance on heads, limbs, and various weak points have been reduced for most creatures. So we have a less chance of hitting enemies as well in Vats. Adjusted Vats hit chance on a few creatures' torsos. A few are slightly higher, and a few are slightly lower. This is kind of hard to say as a low health unyielding build because our perception is so high and we just generally hit everything. But, yeah, I haven't really I've done a lot of playing without, low health unyielding armor as well. And I haven't noticed any, I haven't really noticed, me always being able to hit torsos, like, less than anything else. I don't know. That's a weird one for me, but still not good. Health for body parts generally associated with benefits for crippling limbs has been reduced. In many cases, it should be much easier to cripple a creature's limb before dealing enough damage to kill the creature. So this is a good thing. Maybe we can get the Scorchbeast Queen to land a little bit quicker. This is what kind of comes to mind when I think about that. Combat inhibitors for robots and turrets are now generally harder to target, and damaging them will result in less overall health damage to the robot. But the combat inhibitor can now be destroyed much earlier, before the robot turret has lost most of its health. While this affects most creatures, this does not affect the EN06 Guardian and Ultrasight Tear, which would make sense. It's nice to see that we do have a chance to kill them faster, but again, something we're probably going to have to test. This change should most benefit, I don't know about that, Vats targeting specific limbs for the purpose of gaining the benefits of crippling a creature or destroying a combat inhibitor, as well as manually aiming at specific limbs outside of Vats. Okay, now I just want to say, I think the combat inhibitor thing with the robots isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, this could help with Encrypt It possibly, but a lot of the other stuff just seems like a bunch of nerfs that we probably don't want. Now, this is just in Vats, so if you don't use Vats, you know, this probably won't affect you as much, obviously. But with all the upcoming weapon buffs for the heavy weapons, like if you don't know, I'll link it in the description going over the other notes here. But a lot of heavy weapons, AP usage has gone way down. So it looked like we were going to be able to use heavy weapons in the near future in Vats a lot more. And now with this, it's just like, is it even going to be worth it? Are they doing this because of the heavy weapons becoming more Vats friendly? Honestly, I wish we would just not even buff anything or nerf anything. I feel like we got a good, you know, thing going right now. If anything, maybe like start buffing weapons that actually need it. Like, we need some buffs, man, and maybe some harder enemies. Give us level 200 super mutants. You know, the raid's coming. That's definitely a step in the right direction. I don't see why we really need to have these nerfs. Like, I just got into being a Vats, you know, type of player build, and I'm really enjoying it. I spent many years with a heavy gunner and stabilized and never using Vats, so it's just, you know, I don't know, I've come to like using the Vats. It's very convenient, I have to admit, which I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, but yeah, like, man, we need to give Bethesda some feedback. Again, this is on the PTS, the public test server, so nothing is set in stone yet. let's give them some feedback like the PTS is for. You know, let's try to be as nice about it as possible because, you know, as a creator myself, I definitely appreciate constructive criticism rather than swearing at me or belittling me or just being absolutely rude, right? So I'm just throwing this out there. Let's give Bethesda some constructive criticism on this, and let's see if we can get this reverted. And again, if it's for the heavy weapons, maybe there's something else we can do. I don't know why. I feel like the change with the Vats to the heavy weapons is needed anyway. I don't see why we would have to nerf Vats a little bit because of it. This is just me thinking off the top of my head, because I really don't understand why Vats are getting such a nerf. I know people will camp spawns and kill stuff quickly, but that's just normal in a public server. Like, if they're not going to use Vats, they're going to use grenade launchers, they're going to use cremators, we're going to use whatever, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. I feel like we should just keep it this way. This is just my opinion, of course. Let me know in the comments what you guys are thinking about this stuff. This is definitely concerning. If it's just like a little bit of a nerf and you only notice it a little bit, then okay, but still, why? Why? I think we're working great. Why not a buff to the assault rifle? Or even the minigun here, I think could use a little bit of a buff. I don't know, everybody. Yeah, maybe there's always maybe some reasoning behind it, right? So again, this is just on the PTS. I thought I would bring this to everybody's attention, so maybe we can give Bethesda some feedback of what we want. Maybe this is what you want. I don't know. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm throwing it out there. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, everybody, thank you for taking the time to watch the videos. Have a great day.